I changed the way I am. I changed the way I eat, and then because I found myself, obviously as a woman, growing in age, and this is what we all want to do. We all want to grow older, but gracefully and beautifully, but also very healthily. So I found myself that I was changing the way I eat. I was eliminating certain elements like gluten, like sugar. I wasn't eating so much red meat anymore, and I decided to put this in practice for my audience, for my customers, and this is how Omnia was born. Omnia is a locally grown brand. It's a very purely the heart Emirati brand. Omnia food is about very healthy, very clean, organic, natural way of eating, just like nature intended it. Or for a better word, Omnia, it's about food that you love but happen to be healthy. Omnia has become cutting edge and leading brand, food and beverage brand, for sugar-free, gluten-free and dairy-free. None of our desserts are actually heavy. All of our desserts, all of our food are made by hand. We don't use anything processed. All our sauces, all our little intricate elements and condiments to your meal are homemade in our kitchens. You will eat haris, you will have mashbous, you will have the most amazing lugaimat with me, but then you will have a lot of Mediterranean food with beautiful Emirati spin. For example, my pulled lamb, which is a 12-hour cooked local pulled lamb, organic of course in most cases, it's rubbed with the most beautiful, alluring, magical Emirati spice, the bezar spice. And bezar, it's like pure magic, you know, and every household here in the Emirates has its own bezar mix. So in my kitchen I make a beautiful bezar mix and add this magic of purity, of deliciousness, of succulence to the lamb. That's one example. My desserts, I would say that if you go to Omnia Gourmet, which is in Jumeirah, most of my desserts are vegan, paleo, gluten-free, sugar-free. Omnia cuisine is very light, very palatable, very enjoyable because you can eat without feeling heavy and sleepy. Being here in the Emirates, especially in Dubai, I learned quite a lot about Emirati cuisine and I started to incorporate it. For example, I love foie gras. Okay, foie gras may not be for anybody, but I'm not vegetarian. I did mention I avoid meat, but I do love foie gras. So I make the most incredible, silky, velvety foie gras creme brulee, which is a savory creme brulee, but I give it a twist by making a date syrup on the top instead of using sugar, and inside I spice it. I actually sweeten it with the local date here called lulu. Well, another example, for example, I will give you how I make my balilit. My balilit, again, it's very light, it's very, very fragrant. What I make my balilit, I make the most beautiful pistachio anglaise. We love pistachios here, but where I come from in Turkey, chamfıstık, it's really the queen of our nuts, you know. So I make this really light and very, very silky anglaise sauce, which I add to the mixture of balilit. So it gives a little elevation, gives something else to it, you know, adds a little bit of something. And you know, the biggest compliment I get from my lamb, people come and I'm very happy to say that nationals, Emirati and Gulf, are very difficult to please. When they come to me, when they eat my lamb, they say, Wallah, this is like my mother's biryani, my mother's lamb on Ramadan. And for me that is the biggest compliment. I don't believe in secret recipes, to be honest with you, because I've written 8 cookbooks, you know. I believe in the very simple principle of making food very delicious, keeping it very simple. One of the things I love doing is using only local seafood. So this is the secret. The secret is to use local, beautiful, widely available around you ingredients. Keep them, treat them simple. I don't use salt in my cooking. Now, in my restaurants, I have salt because people want salt. I don't believe in using salt, but I believe in using combinations of spices and herbs. Like, I guess you can say that one of my secret recipes, it's not that secret. It's bazaar spice. It's what I put in there, how I combine the different, the cardamom, the ginger, the turmeric, the cumin in there. Then is the cheesecake. I have a cheesecake like no other. This cheesecake is called Sylvana's Velvet Cheesecake. We make the cheesecake also gluten-free and sugar-free. So those are secrets that are not so much secrets, they are secrets of experience. I have 30 years of experience behind me, so I ought to know something by now. Emirati cuisine is very much in my heart now, and I would like to do a book, a beautiful, stunning book on Emirati cuisine with modern twists, something that the West can enjoy and love and relate to, and something that the local natives, the nationals love as well, because they see how their culture has been elevated, how their food has been elevated. Because look at Dubai. Dubai is this amazing cosmopolitan city. But if you go and ask where you can eat traditional Emirati cooking, you're presented with piles of rice with little speckles of meat here and there. So it is very much my intention to create a book that reflects the modernity, the cutting edge of Emirati food and culture in the food department alone. So yes, something very much to be looking forward to, and something very much in my head.